Trumpian. Joining me now is Reverend Warnock, the Democratic Senate candidate running to unseat Senator Kelly Loeffler. And thank you for being here, Reverend Warnock. It's great to see you.
Great to see you. Thanks for having me.
Sure thing. Let's jump right into it. So there was this huge tweet rampage, and Donald Trump was retweeting every time Loeffler or Perdue or anyone from Fox News was tweeting, if Democrats get the Senate, there's going to be a socialist hell unleashed upon the country. Do you know what they mean by that? And is that a hell you are preparing to unleash?
No, I don't know what they mean, and I don't think they know what they mean either. And, you know, this would be funny if it weren't so sad and cynical. I am moving all across the state of Georgia, and I'm talking to real Georgians who are struggling with real issues. And Kelly Loeffler has been in the Senate now for 10 months. She's done a great job protecting herself, making political calculations, dumping millions of dollars of stock. That was her response to the pandemic. Meanwhile, Georgians have not seen relief in many, many months. And so I guess if you don't have an agenda for working families, the best thing you can do is distract working families. I'm focused on trying to get Georgians health care.
And to your point, you know, this is the state of COVID in your state right now. 413,893 cases, nearly 8,900 deaths. There have been 3,670 new cases in just the past 24 hours. That's more people than died in 9/11. I mean, these are huge, terrifying numbers. And to your very point, you did have Kelly Loeffler, whose husband runs a stock exchange or owns a part of it, dumping stock back in March after she'd gotten one of those briefings about how bad COVID could be. Perdue did something similar in buying some stock that was helpful to him. The only other thing I think people know about Kelly Loeffler is that the WNBA generally cannot stand her and she cannot stand Black Lives Matter. How do you wrap up the case against Kelly Loeffler if you had to put it in one log line, in your mind?
I think she's been terribly consistent. Every move that she makes has to do with Kelly Loeffler. And so when she heard about the coronavirus pandemic, she made moves that were helpful to her, dumped millions of dollars of stock. I think the attack on the women on her own basketball team, attacking Black Lives Matter, it was about what was good for her. And Georgians are still wondering who in the world is going to show up and provide COVID relief for our businesses that are closing. We're in the middle of a pandemic. I was down in Randolph County a couple weeks ago. Their hospital is closed, 8th hospital in 10 years, and in the middle of a pandemic. And I think it's time for Georgians to have somebody in the Senate who is thinking about them, who's focused on them. And that's what I've spent my whole life doing. I'm the pastor of Ebenezer Baptist Church, spiritual home of Martin Luther King Jr. And I've spent my 15 years there as the pastor of that church, focused on the concerns of ordinary people, fighting for access to affordable health care, standing up for voting rights, standing up for the dignity of work. Kelly Loeffler's busy talking about me because she doesn't have much to say concerning herself and the work she's been doing to stand up for ordinary people.
U.S. Senate candidate Warnock, the Reverend Warnock, I want to thank you very much. Good luck, and I hope you'll come back.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, and by the way, John Ossoff,